It's your boy Phoenix, aka the Created Player, man. This is Ruffle Feathers TV, dog. Check this out. Why I considered divorcing my husband. Now, I haven't even watched it. Of course, I like to watch everything with y'all. I just feel like, my first reaction is my best reaction, And I'm getting real good at this commenting thing. So make sure y'all liking, subscribing, and commenting, and let me know how you feel. I'll only respond if you are a subscriber. It tells me if you are not, because y'all be trying to come in the comments talking crazy, and I'd be like, why would I go back and forth with you? You ain't even subscribed, dog. Who cares? But yeah, let's tap in.
I have been with my husband for almost 20 years, but about 3 years ago, I was strongly considering divorce, and I want to talk to you about why. So I'm going to tell you the story of the day where I thought to myself, maybe I don't want to do this anymore.
Come on, tell us.
My husband and I had 4 kids. We both worked full time. We had been together for 16 years at this point. We've been together since high school. And on paper, I have an amazing husband. He is incredibly supportive. He's kind. He's loyal. He's a great dad. He's very hands-on. He's an active participant. He's always present. Like, on paper, what else could I ask for? But in reality, my experience is very similar to the experience of other women. I had this amazing husband who on paper was great, but I was incredibly frustrated and burnt out from our marriage and from motherhood. Because what happens to so many of us is that we marry these amazing men and we have amazing relationships, and then we have kids. And when we have kids, women tend to carry a disproportionate amount of the work in the home, the work of raising kids, and the mental load. And that is exactly what happened to us. About 3 months after my 4th baby was born, I remember looking at my husband and saying, I need more. I need you to do more. I am exhausted. I am in charge of everyone and everything in this house. Every night when we cook dinner, you ask me what to make. Every day when you drop off the kids at daycare, you ask me what they need in their backpacks. I am the project manager of this home and I need you to do more. And he looked at me and he said, okay, just tell me what to do. Right? Every woman has heard this. Just tell me what to do and I'll do it. And I said, okay, something that would make my life easier is if in the mornings when I came downstairs with the 4 kids, because I do mornings by myself, the dishwasher was emptied, the dishes were put away, and the trash was taken out. That would make my life so much easier, because when I've got the 4 kids running around and the baby crying.
So far, I don't hear anything wrong. I get that. Because even as a man, you do have kids, and dads, we always focusing on the money, the money. But when we come home, we do get a little lackadaisical, and we may not feel like it's our job to do some of these things. Like, I'm not the greatest with the scheduling, the kids' dentist, and this about school and stuff. So I'm not the biggest one there, I'll admit. But it's like, shorty, if you want to do the trash and cut the grass and go to the grocery store and do all the work and pay the, like, by all means, we can swap roles. I'll gladly sit around here, even though taking care of the kids is a hard task, even preparing food and all that. But once you get a routine down, that changes the game. Once you got a system, that's the main thing. You got to find a system. You can't just be willy-nilly and out here freestyling and thinking you're going to have it all figured out every day. Once you got a system, that's your system. That's what you do. 4 kids, shorty, knock it off. Come on.
I can't be looking for their favorite water bottle in the dishwasher. I just need to know it's clean. And he said, yeah, of course. What? Yeah, I'll do that. That's no problem. And so, of course, he does it. But then I have to remind him, and then he forgets, and then I have to remind him again. And there was this one morning where I woke up, and I went to put something in the trash, and it was overflowing. And I went to get my son's water bottle, and it was in the dishwasher with all the other clean dishes. And I felt so disrespected and unseen and unvalued at that point in time. And I remember texting my husband being like, what happened? Like, why didn't you do this? And he said, sorry, I was running late for work. And I remember thinking, oh my God, he doesn't see me, because what he's done has now made me late for work. And he doesn't care about that. He doesn't care about the impact on me. And he doesn't see how every single thing in our home happens because I ask him to do it, or because I do it myself, or because I planned and organized it. The diaper bag is full because I filled it, right? I put the wipes in there. And I felt so frustrated. And I remember thinking, what's the point? What's the point of doing this with someone else? I might as well just do it alone. And it's not because my husband didn't love me or he did anything to me. And it's not because I didn't love him, but because I felt so taken advantage of in our relationship. And this dynamic, it doesn't happen by accident, right? It's not like my husband did it to me, but we've been raised in this society that tells men and women who they should be in marriages and what it looks like to be a good mom versus a good dad. And we know the bar for moms is way up here and the bar for dads is way down here.
Provide, protect. What is it? What's the other P? Provide and protect, or is that it? Be a security? Nah, 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 nah. Not at all. The bar isn't low because even for the kids like that. Now you talking about household things, dishwashing, washing dishes, cooking food, making sure the kids got this, that. That's just, and I would say from what everything I've known, that's been what moms do. You can count on moms to really do that. Even though dads do it too, maybe to a lower extent, but she's not considering the whole other side of the coin that the things that dad has to do. And that's different. That's different because dad is fighting against the world, shorty. You fighting against the house. Like, come on, man. He going out there going against the world, providing and like I said, protecting y'all, making sure y'all overseeing, steering us in the right. It's like, can I get somebody to handle this while I go out and handle this as well? Like, I think it's equal. I don't think it's one's more important. I think they're equal, but to her eyes and what she's seeing is like, oh, dads are held to a low standard when it comes to the house, but they're both working. So I might be wrong.
And we fell into these norms. We fell into these roles in our family, despite the fact that we never wanted to. And I'm lucky. And I say lucky because I have a partner who I know loves me and wants me to be happy and was willing and able to change. And so we did the work to figure out what equity looked like in our relationship. And I can tell you now, 3 years later, that we are happier than ever. Our kids are thriving. Our home runs like a well-oiled machine. And that took a lot of work. I want to say it took like 18 months to get there. And it was well worth it. But it is not uncommon. And so if your wife is coming to you and she's saying, I'm burnt out by the mental load and I need you to do more, she's not just saying that because she wants you to do more chores. She's saying that because truly it can hurt your relationship. It can ruin your marriage if you do not participate in an equitable way in your home. And so what does that look like? What does it look like to change these dynamics? Well, we need to really assess in our homes what the work looks like. Because in most homes, the data supports this, women do a disproportionate amount of the work. They just do. They do more of the cooking and the cleaning and the laundry and the childcare while also working full time. And men have more time for things like their hobbies, like golf, for example, or just working out, running a marathon, right? And so we need to have hard conversations about what our time looks like, what our labor in the home looks like, what is invisible labor. We have to talk about these things. And when we don't, the alternative is that you no longer have a marriage, or you don't have a happy one at least. And so I share this story because I don't think I'm alone in this experience, and I want people to know that there's hope.
I didn't hear anything wrong with it. She said, I think she's absolutely right in every way, shape, and form. Fellas, we got to step it up. We absolutely have to step it up. Now, I did disagree a little bit when she say, expectation wise, but it's like, nah, maybe you just don't understand the expectations. You don't understand the mission. So there it can look like it's to do that. But like I said, once you got that well-oiled machine in the house, it's going to run smoother. Once you figure out, all right, this is what's driving you crazy. Okay, I can help out there. I can do that. Pick a time as long as he do it. Hey, I was running late for work. I didn't put the dishes out of the dishwasher to do like shorty. We got bigger fish to fry. Now, that type of shit, I understand. It's those little nitpicking things, but so be it. Like, deal with it. One of my things my wife get mad at is when after I take a shower, I leave the towel on the bed. Like to where she'll just leave it there forever and be like, can you put that towel on the thing? I'll be like, yo, is that what's really pissing you off? Like, no, I'm gonna leave it there all day. Like, hell, you know what I mean? Nah, I'll do it. I get it. And it should be the little smallest things because she always has to take the towel from the bed it's just one extra thing. So fellas, we got to step it up. But also, while we stepping it up, ladies, be a little bit more understanding to your man. Make sure you understand his workload and his stress level. And she's like, run a marathon, golf. Like, yeah, that's pretty much what we need to do. Like, yeah, and not golf. I'm just saying but exercising and working out, we both need to be doing that. Yes, you need your free time and all that, but I don't know. It's yin and yang, man. Yin gonna like things, yang gonna like other things, and yin can't do what yang can, and yin can try. You know what I mean? He can do a little bit. He can try his best to lighten the load, but don't expect him to really master it and be great at it like you are already great at it. You're going to have to show him something like, hey, now, if it is just make sure these dishes is over here because that just saves me some time and I won't be late for work while I'm also getting 4 kids ready. Like, that's the least you can do. I understand that. I'm not here to dispute that at all in any way, shape, or form. But yeah, I have to agree with her. I don't think she is out of control, wrong, or any of that. I think fellas, it's the least you can do. It's just help your wife, help your partner so they can, so they can be as efficient as you trying to be efficient. Like, don't put all the little nitpicky stuff. Like, make sure, you putting some tissues in the tissue roll thing too. Make sure throwing some clothes. It might just help if she forgot to put the clothes in the dryer. Go ahead and knock that out for her. Why not? Put the glasses up. But that's me. I wash dishes, and she talking about a dishwasher. We ain't got no dishwasher in this house, but I still wash dishes. Like, and my wife she come in and be like, man, thank you for washing them dishes. And I look at her crazy. I'll be like, what are you talking about? Like, I live here too. Like washing dishes is a relief for me. It's like therapeutic to watch. I don't know. It's just something. I've always hand washed dishes my whole life. I've never in my life had a dishwasher in my house. Like, lived it nice. I just never had a dishwasher. We never had a dishwasher. We always did it ourselves. Like, so it's the least you can do. And I'll cook sometimes, but you're just a better cook. You know what I mean? And when I cook, you complain. So, hey, you cook, you handle that. But I'm a vacuum some days. I'm out sweeping. I'm cutting the grass. I'm taking the trash. I'm doing my part. You know what I mean? So, hey, like I said, both of us be more understanding, better communication, and you can't go wrong. Ruffle Feathers TV. Let me know what y'all think.